Hi and welcome. My name is Michelle and today we are going to be talking about all things Christmas and celebrating, and I said I was going to bring my husband on and here he is, and we are going to talk about how we celebrate, why we love Christmas, what is so special about it. But before I do, please don't forget to
like our videos if you find that they can serve you, and then please subscribe to our channel, and then you will see our new videos that come out every Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Alright, honey bunches, sugar plum. So when we first started dating, how would you describe the way I was with regards Christmas and birthdays? So I was very nervous.
Every birthday, every Christmas.
And I would pick fights. Okay. What would you say it has developed to now?
Well, you don't pick fights anymore and you're far more relaxed. I think you've gotten a different idea of what Christmas can be, and obviously being in a different environment for so long now, you know, your perspective and your perception has changed a lot in regarding Christmas and birthdays. So you're far more relaxed now. You actually enjoy them, which is great, and you celebrate them very, very nicely, and you kind of get on board with that, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Okay, so there is hope. There is hope. If you find Christmas hard, if you find it difficult, if you are teary and emotional and overwhelmed, I have certainly been there. I understand what that's like, but there really is hope. So what sort of tips and tools would you give to perhaps spouses who are dealing with people who find this time of year or celebrating difficult?
I can speak from my point of view. I come from a house where, you know, celebrating is just something we always did. You know, whatever holidays we did, birthdays, Christmases, Easter. We would celebrate and sort of go big, as it were, and that's kind of what I grew up with. And obviously, Shelley having grown up with something quite different, it would have been quite a paradigm shift for her. And I think the best way to do that is to just lead by example. You know, if someone's sad around Christmas time, or if they're getting a lot of stress and they don't know where it's coming from, or they're fighting, or, you know, edgy, and they can't figure out why, I think the best way to sort of handle that is just to love them through it and to celebrate. I mean, you know, I say we like to go large. You know, we have a lot of red out at Christmas time, and our Christmas trees go up relatively early, and I like to get lots of presents for my children. You know, not necessarily huge expensive ones, just lots of presents, because kids like to open lots of things. And it looks so good under a tree, and it makes like a skyline, which is really pretty. If you put all the presents together. If you are feeling stressed or anxious, I find a great solution to that is to just go and serve someone, and that can be something as simple as, you know, taking a cup of tea to a homeless person, or you know, maybe you've got a neighbor that you know needs help with something, whatever it is, mending a fence or painting a wall or cleaning a garden, and again, go and help them out with that. And then you know, also I found often over Christmas time that sort of serving in various orphanages has been a great way to kind of uplift and change our perception of Christmas. I think too often people think, you know, I often hear from friends and that, not so much my family, from friends and that Christmas is a commercial time, and it's, you know, it's all about money making and all that. And it doesn't have to be. You know, yes, you spend money at Christmas, but the question is, what are you spending money on? If you're spending it all on yourself, then you're probably going to feel a little bit self-indulgent. But if you spend that money to provide maybe food for other people, or to give some gifts to others, or to just uplift maybe a good friend you know is having a rough time, or a family member who's not doing well, just make the holiday or the season enjoyable for them, and, you know, in whatever way, just maybe alleviate some of their stress. That really does make you feel great, because then that's what it's all about. You know, Christmas is about this. It's a season of giving. It's about understanding, you know, the atonement and the sacrifice that the Heavenly Father made by sending His Son to die for us. That's what Christmas is for, and He died for all of us, whether we are affluent or whether we are struggling, whether we enjoy Christmas or whether we don't, you know, whether we want to celebrate or whether we want to be miserable. he still died for us. I think it's about just reminding people of that sacrifice that was made, and we can often do that in making our own sacrifices.
Absolutely. So I have, as you know, had this journey of discovering and finding joy. And Christmas seems to be a time where there is a lot of joy, or an opportunity to experience joy at the very least. So what would joy mean for you?
I think first and foremost, joy starts off, it's a choice. You know, it doesn't matter how much joy you surround yourself with. If you choose or you decide, I'm not going to feel joy, then you're not going to feel joy. It doesn't matter how much good is happening to you. So it's a choice about looking at it, looking at your situation, whatever it is, and reframing it to something positive. Look for the gratitude. Where can you be grateful? I mean, if you're breathing, you've got a reason to be grateful. If you woke up that morning, you've got a reason to be grateful. So it's always, you can find reasons to be grateful, even if things are pretty, rough. And then, look at your perspective and say, okay, well, why am I feeling this way? What makes me anxious? Why have I got this terrible view on Christmas or on the holidays or whatever? And why is it bringing me down? Is it serving me? Because if it's serving you, then don't change it. But chances are, if you're watching this video, it's not serving you and you're trying to figure out why, then relook and say, well, maybe that's not serving me, so maybe my perspective's wrong. Maybe I need to relook that. And that doesn't necessarily now mean you're going to go from, boycotting a holiday to suddenly becoming the world's biggest Santa Claus. But, there's a process. You can maybe go from boycotting the holiday to saying, okay, well, let me just observe. Let's see what it's all about. Let me be open to whatever experience comes my way through this time.
And lastly, before we end off, what is your favorite thing about the holiday season, and why?
So,
why is it your favorite thing?
I get to spend a lot of time with my kids and with you, which is actually awesome. It really is my favorite thing. And then I love to serve people, as you know. I like to, put together little meals and, have people for dinners and give, gifts to people. Not for any interest in receiving it, but just because I love seeing people's faces when they get something. We all like to get something. But there's a lot more joy for me in just giving, being the reason that person has that joy.
Absolutely.
I love doing that. I love being that person. So that's why I love Christmas. And Easter and birthdays and any opportunity to celebrate Halloween.
Absolutely. As a family, I think people look at us like we're pretty crazy because we celebrate everything, and we celebrate everything quite largely. We go big. All right, well, thank you for joining us today. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, the notifications button, and if there is anything that you want to hear about how to get through Christmas, please do leave a comment down underneath and let us know your thoughts. Let us know, how do you celebrate Christmas? What joys do you like to experience? What do you like to do? What is it about Christmas or the holiday season in general that makes you happy and excited?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and we will be chatting again soon.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. And as Shelley said, if you like what you see, please smash that subscribe button, join our community. So it's really informative stuff that can help you, sometimes tools, sometimes stuff you might just resonate with. I'm sure you're all going to enjoy it, and I really appreciate you all being here. Thanks so much. Bye.